public enterprise. If you see that this monopoly, it persists, the government purchased that company. And what happened? Slowly, the every total cost start rising due to poor efficiency, because in the government sector, the employees, you have the experience of that, they are lazy after some time. And what happened? They started increasing their every total cost, right? Due to increase in the marginal cost, their cost started rising, right? When the cost started rising, the government, in order to fulfill their losses or their increase in cost, government should put some money. And where that money came from taxpayer purposes, or subsidize it. And subsidy also come from taxpayers' money. So you are spreading the deadweight loss through all the society. It means that is not a practical solution. The only practical solution is that it's better to live with that deadweight loss rather to spread to the all economies, to all the society and all the economy. It's better to live with deadweight loss. So, since this deadweight loss is a huge problem for the country, so what government can do and what firms can do? So economists, they came up with the idea, they named that price discrimination. And the amazing thing is that it reduces the deadweight loss, which is good for the society, good for the government as well. And amazing thing is that, the miracle is that it can increase the profit. So both parties, they will be having a win-win situation. So in that case, monopolists increase their profit, they will be very happy. The debt loss can be reduced. So government is also very happy. So it means charging different prices for the same product on geographical basis or position wise. So we came up with this scenario here, we talked about earlier as well. So how we can discriminate the prices and increase our profit as well and reduce the deadweight loss. So here is an example. So I'm going to be reading that one and then we'll talk about its solution. So an airline knows that there are two types of travelers, the business travelers and vacationers. For a particular flight, there are 100 travelers who will pay 600 for the ticket, and there are 50 vacationers and they pay 300 for the ticket. And there are 150 seats in the plane. And the total cost of that flight is 20,000, right? So number one, if the company sets the price 600, who can afford? Only business class people. Because vacationer, they want to pay 300, they would be deprived, right? So 100 people go out, there are 150 seats, still 50 left, and 100 people will be purchasing. So their total sales gonna be 60,000. So their sales are covering their cost? Yes. Right? Yes. So their profit gonna be 60,000 minus 20,000, answer is 40,000. Now there are deadweight loss, yes. How? Because 50 vacationers, they are deprived, they are left alone, or they are not given the services to use that plane to go from this A point to B point. And also their cost already being covered. So what economist says, this is, let's go for price discrimination. Let's also allow these 50 vacationers to go on the same plane because we still have 50 seats. 50 covered, and they will pay 15,000. The deadweight loss of 50 becomes 0. Government is happy because there is no deadweight loss. And also, your profit gonna be increased by 15,000. So your total profit gonna be 65,000. you also will be happy. So your profit would be increased by 15,000. So this is how, or this is the beauty of implementing the price discrimination. Some customer, they will be saying that, look, I bought this ticket for 600 and he bought for 50. But if you see the overall, on a societal perspective, everybody is happy, right? Because there is no deadweight loss. The prime purpose of deadweight of price discrimination is that company or monopolist increase their profit. Yes. Secondly, there is no deadweight loss or deadweight loss is decreased, right? So this is the beauty of implementing the deadweight loss, because government can do nothing, because if government did something, it will increase the subsidy or increase the taxes, which means you are spreading the deadweight loss from the monopolist to the whole economy or society, which is not good. Okay, guys, so let's have the concept checker of monopoly. Number one, a monopoly marginal cost will, what is the answer here? Paulo, are you here?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Please answer that.
Monopoly marginal cost will I would say B, maybe.
What is the answer here? Well done. Will be less than the price per unit of its product. Because, yes, good, very nice. A monopoly's marginal cost would be less than the price per unit of its product. Because monopolists, their price would be always greater than the MC. Right, guys? Now, this is a very tricky question. Please read that. An industry is a natural monopoly when just discuss that. Who can answer this question? Sunho, are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Can you answer this question?
A.
You right?
Yeah.
Anyone else? Jacob? Jacob?
Yeah, I'd say the same.
Okay. Marilyn?
I agree with that.
Marilyn?
I think it's D.
You say this, right?
Yes, 2 and 3.
2 and you say D, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Dijodi, are you here?
Yes, sir.
What do you think the answer?
D.
Okay, you also say D. Subhan?
I think D, sir.
B or D? D for dog, B for bell.
D.
Okay. Nam?
I think C.
You say C, right? 1 and 2. Faik?
Yeah.
C, 1 and 2.
Okay, David?
I was gonna say D.
D for dog, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Paulo,
I'm going with A.
you say A.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone else who has a different view? Because all of your answers are wrong. It's B. What is natural monopoly? A natural monopoly is not that you have natural resources. That would be ownership of a key resource. That is a separate one. Natural monopoly is when you stay on your average total cost at that point, or you are on economies of scales. Only three.
I didn't notice the natural monopoly. I thought like when
We
can
talked about, even in this slide, we talked about, even on the monopoly chapter, we talked about. So most of the students, they just focus on, okay, natural mean, okay, key resources, the mineral and all the stuff. No. Natural mean naturally, through the laws of economics, they manage to decrease their average total cost so low that the other firms, they cannot survive. And they naturally become the monopoly. Right? Guys, I'm really disappointed. Nobody even go for the right answer. Okay, how about this question? Additional firms often do not try to compete with a natural monopoly because, I hope this time you are right.
C?
D.
Well done. Who was that? Who answered this question? David, right?
I think was Fayek, and then I
Oh.
just
Yeah, I think it was five.
Okay, good. Well done. Because we just completed that. They cannot compete because they think that they cannot achieve this low cost, level. So it's better to go out from the business, and that company will become the monopolist. Okay, what is the answer here? The monopolist average revenue is always in monopoly, and in every structure price is equal to AR. And remember, we are talking about monopolist. So monopolist AR is always
C?
well done. Even if it is written monopolistic competition or oligopoly, because the formula is like that, price is equal to AR. So AR and the profit maximizing condition is the same for every market condition. Okay, now interestingly, what is the answer of this question? Refer to the figure here. The demand curve for a monopoly curve is depicted here. What is the answer? What is the demand curve here? Isaac?